over the years for inside this program. I remember that our brother, what they call John Stone, this issue of killing now every time we talk for inside this program. Does it mean say now we don't come stay for inside Edo and even inside Nigeria? But the way for other states, the way the killing they take place for Edo, not be so easy.
My people are for us. I greet you again. Good morning. That Bini woman say, I go to area. Now where you dey, now you know. Now though you dey here, now make you see and well for here. And they very sad, say that so we can't find ourselves in. I don't know why would they take the light in all these things. You know? So I tell you something. One boy from Delta States and one other boy for Edo, they meet. They quarrel. Now the Edo guy, Delta State guys, they tell him, say, come, for just 5K now, I'll just deal with you and the rest. What's the Benin guy tell her? The Edo guy tell him, say, come, you dey talk of 5K. I never need money say before I just do my own and the rest. You understand? So now there we don't already go there now. Just yesterday here, now they here now. So one gets man for one company for Asaba. Gets man, he own picking about 22 years or thereabout. You don't understand? Now they kill yesterday because of courtesy and all of that. They get the belief, say yes, they get this false assurance. Say once you did, you go get protection. But once you already did that now, you don't get peace. There's nothing like peace. There's nothing like peace. And the way they go now, it don't enter almost everywhere. I no feel say get one person, or if he do, say the number plenty like that, say that they happy, say they be courtesed. I'm not sure, say that they happy. Most of them, they regret. I don't see some of them. They regret, say yes, what even make them enter inside. So that be the same, say yes, I go fit talk. But I go beg, there is nothing inside other than say that they cut their lives short, you know, at their prime.
Before you go drop, sir, make I tell you, not two things here. It gets as some philosopher, be some good-hearted people see catch them young. Now so Satan and these other thing people too, they say catch them young. So the thing we say, not picking day for that kind, maybe SS2, SS3, went university. He might just be very free and he open to anything. Now there they begin to sell all this thing for them. And when they don't sell them for them, as they enter school, now that would be the pursuit. Because at that time, their mind know the reason say this one bad or this one no bad. Before they can know what is the happen, they already did the grave.
Man, shock you. Do you know say it's at primary school? You talk about SS1. Do you know say primary school don't enter? When they talk about recruitment, now catching them young, they don't go far as so yes, they don't enter into primary schools. How do you say they start? The first doesn't mean they protect their interests. We'll be friends. Anywhere where you go, we'll protect your interests and all of that. You understand? Something if it happens to you, don't get person when you say you protect your interests. You know, somebody will come meet you to say, okay, don't worry. What if they happen? They make you the brood like this? Why they vex? Why they cry? Why they do all of that? That's also person I do it. We say, and I tell you, by the time they say you did for our group now, I go take off. All this kind of thing they happen. When they see they go in fear. Before you know they happen, because they get small mind, they don't already push them. You don't go join them. And by the time you say you can't join the constitutes, they won't be say a day. Because they'll first put you some kind of test. Go through this, go through the, go through it. By the time you say you don't see the kind of test when you say you good. And then what are they? And secondly, to granted say don't they expose them rather can SS through SS3. When I don't enter university or that kind of thing now, when BC now be the biggest breeding ground for the whole thing. Before you know what they happen, either they go lure you or they go force you to join. And when they force you to join, now you not go even tell your own brother for house, you not go tell your father, you not go tell your mother. If your brother know this, you go even see your brother as an enemy. The person when be say you are for the same cult group, now you ain't go there closer than your own brother. I know somebody there now. I don't tell this story here before. The man, his own son, he did for one, the other son did for another one. They get issue. When they get issue, that the first son, now they send go meet her. No, the younger son, now they send go meet her. That one I kill his no brother. Then the father came out and said, no, say must deal with that his son. You know, understand? Before you know to the apple, they already catch this boy. The man don't deal with it. They have to send people all the way from different parts of the country, and one person who came from abroad, when he come intervene, come talk to the father, say, if you kill this boy, you don't lose first one, you won't lose second one. And if you kill yourself, your police will be after you. If they know it happen, this is a family matter. Leave this boy. That's how he lost his son, and that's how he left the son. But that is someone we say he killed that one, so the second son he killed the first son, so he ain't know they play like that. You know understand? You don't get estranged already.
The junior brother killed
the killed the senior son because he told they do for different court groups.
Ariel, see number one, senior brother killed junior brother.
No, junior brother.
Sorry, junior brother killed senior brother.
Because they do for different courts.
Secondly, make I ask you this question. There are different organs when society to the model and shaping people. Civil society, church, mosque, then before you talk of even all these schools and so many other things. How come, even if the way the society they be so, it looks as if society don't fail. But where do we go from here? We don't, you know why I mentioned Johnstone? Because we don't talk this matter inside this program close to like over 10 years. Every year we must discuss killing. Sometimes in a year like this, we discuss killing like on top of this program like 5 times. If it happen for January, it will happen again for March, it will happen again for April, it will happen again for July, it will happen again for August. Sometimes 5 times. I mean, this whole thing will never be an end with all of this is what I tell you.
Well, you know, say for this life, well, my people, I greet all of them this morning. You know, at times, the way if you let me say this court issue, let me today start.
So it will ever end?
It not go end.
No go end.
I'm not sure say it go end.
It not go end. Because the people we start am, as far as those ones still dey alive. But they talk that and say the purpose or the reason why this where they form this their union, may I use that word union, be saying that to help each other. But they can't lose control over the matter. But the way it can't take be for Benin, and that one me not understand. Nowhere, no part of this country where this thing all day. For Benin, can't turn to another thing. When they talk of society, when you go to our where this thing supposed to they even where they're supposed to they even they take up this thing. Maybe from school. After Pikin leave house, now school. When school won't come out, where again? Now church. But which church? Which church today? I don't know. You feel no. Ima, my brother, Sado feel no. Which church you go enter today? Where they will carry Bible. They will tell you, love your brother or love your neighbor as you love yourself. No, nobody they even they preach salvation. That word salvation, many things they inside though.
Okay, that is no, I don't understand. They know they preach love for church, or they know they preach salvation for church. That's number one. The two, which church you they go? When you let me say you don't go church.
Let me tell you,
because if they go to your pastor, the preacher.
If you go to your pastor, the preacher, because you make
that general statement,
blanket statement, that placement. You know what? How you go say church don't preach salvation? Church don't preach love.
It go hard. It dey hard now. Say they preach salvation.
Those days, salvation. I tell you, those days when we start this program, you go to church when you go, but I'm not going to mention your name. But I'm not going to say you go to church again. Because bless you, get what you find good there that time. If not, no, not be joke. because the statement you make a 2 day black. What is salvation? Salvation and love. Now the major thing wey churches they preach. When you just sit down on TV, they tell Nigerians, the pastors when they preach love and preach church. Let me say you don't goof.
You know what I see.
Mix I don't talk.
You know what I see there be say. Maybe not the way it is situated, the way to talk about your argument. But what I know be say, in churches you will see courts them there. In mosque you go see them there. Different names they get. In the leather society you go see them there. Police, army, they're there inside. When you not forget, say now one local government chairman for Ekpobaka, then now when we hear say you oddly or so, when we say hands meet, what happened when they kill her? The police commissioner came out to talk say yes, it was court-related activity. Say the guy get her for courtesy. You remember now this here it happened now. For Ekpobaka local government area. So now when we say yes, it happened. So if at the end of the day, policeman do for this state, you come here say court A, the guy issue. And this man, this policeman, in a court A member, and they won't go read that place. Then go for take court over with the show. Everybody go take up before they see they reach there. Now be job is the thing when we see there. So tell me how they want to be. But if you come here, say as it be, say now they are all say now another member on that team for that side. You go use that police regalia and everything all the paraphernalia of office. They go fight this place. They go fight them to bring her down. Let's not forget the other time when we say this vigilante thing starts. Once make everybody do vigilante, wetin happen? Some boys even came and protested, say, how did they do one? People went for that area. Now their court group and they use, they do as vigilante. You understand? The other people say, yes, no, they use as opportunity because they can't get the right to carry gun and the rest. When we say they see for everywhere, they go they attack. Other people when we say they for how they call them for another for their own, but they for another color. So now the thing is rife in the society, almost all everywhere when you think off 9 days. A day for church, a day for mosque, a day for people who decide non-African traditional religion practitioners, a day among what do they call them? A day among the police, a day among the soldier, a day among all security, whatever. A day in the church, even the broadcast industry safe. If you look where you see 1 or 2 persons, they won't be saying because we're not going to talk and say no, we get remove ourselves. Say yes, say we know they. If you know they. No me say yes, you don't know whether me there or not. And the time when they pay me, probably say yes, say upon all the ones when we see the day side, they will come and come to deny say they know they. If it's not a good thing, why not come and come to talk and say yes, say this is not be. Why not they come and come to talk? Okay, now back to that person they hide.
Let's begin to look at solutions because I don't.
No solution. No solution. No solution. The one you first talk about not correct. How you go just come and come and say I dey tell you they don't preach love and salvation for church. When you go that angle of salvation and love, now you want to love. Now you okay. You not fit tell me say I not correct.
You go say they don't
the way it takes.
Now the way you talk about.
So may I tell you, they tell you wetin dey happen because when you enter church, they talk about prosperity. Church they tell you say you can get this thing when you not work.
Leave church. Every day leave church.
Apart from
what
church,
are the solution to this problem?
No solution. Because the society has just
okay. Make I leave Sado and Ekanem. We will look for solution. Since you say no solution, Mr. Sado, and Ekanem, best there was time you also let us know some solutions to this problem. We say he done ravage the society. We must have a way out. Let me make us be leaders. See, let me tell you.
You're supposed to be the solution for this our society.
When there are problems, a leader is the man who has the ability to be able to solve the problem. Who will be bold and courageous and will say, okay, see where I be, make you do it like this. Let be leader. So you know, okay. Say, okay. No, wait. So this leader is supposed to bring solution. Can't be part of the problem. Not be all the leaders.
Wait first now.
You know, make it talk to
us.
That one can't be part of the problem. No. Even the leader can't even be the problem. You want to get solution. You see that. Sado, we get solution.
Okay. Before I go answer that question, before I go feel my own solution, I want to ask Eriyo. You feel say court is a problem?
Not be problem.
And they ask you now.
No problem now.
So if there's a problem, there must be a solution. That's one thing. You know, Victor say yesterday there's no solution. Anyway, man, I don't put my energy.
They follow and they doubt. I don't even that. Just tell you sit down.
Listen. There must be a solution.
Listen, may I tell you, eh? I want ask now. When Nigeria get independent?
Since 1960.
How many years be that?
63 years this year.
You see, even at that 60-something years, we still there where we dey. We see the struggle. The problem of courtesy or the issue of courtesy for this country, it be like Nigeria issues, because you know that at 60 plots. We never see get am right.
Okay. Can you?
We don't hear you. Make
one thing when be say you go know. I feel say everything now the implementation of our laws make them work. You don't understand? Because the state government, the federal government, and all arms of government, you understand? I know I say you talk about them when you go to school. All this government, they don't get different law against courtesan. Against people when be say they practice courtesan. You understand? The question be say, how many of them get the will power to implement the law by the time you be say you catch somebody or say this thing? There's no two way to it. Court is what be say they do, they keep people. You understand? So as far as this, there's a law when we say they against killing of human being. So if you catch somebody when we say kill somebody, whether in the guise of this thing or courtesy or not, you don't really keep person. Charge them according to the law. And if you follow the law like that, you go say yes, it go work away. It's because the laws the one we say we get for the country, we know they follow. Why you want to get? Why they tell you listen now? So if our leaders, no matter how bad they reach, you know they get to say all our leaders bad. You understand? No matter how it be, it gets some of our leaders when we say it's still good. Yes. If the good ones when we say this side, they say okay, let's follow the law the way it is. You see, Sado, it gets half for courtesy matter, but because of that courtesy, they for one side, because that one go carry go kill somebody. Sado don't kill somebody already. That's his murder charge. It should be made to face the charge.
They're gonna let you keep person.
No, they tell you because people only like to use themselves as example. Because me and this I know get off for us now. Carry go some kill somebody, I never get. You know understand? So if you see me say
yes, going to take the keep person.
May you know they tell you just tell me talk you know talk about. So anything when any instrument when we say I guess I won't go to use and take somebody. If you catch me say yes I do one and everything, make me face the law. But you not go to say because say Thomas I don't Akpololo friend. Call and say the person no Akpololo, that your friend and everything. Akpololo say hey leave and my friend. And that make it go. At the end of the way you let am go and everything, you know, go back, go do worse. You don't understand? So let's try as much as possible to ensure say the law won't be say we get. You follow on to the latter. And secondly, too, any person when the BCA don't get half of batty, give them the right punishment. If you don't get a punishment, you go look and say this thing. Somebody they sweep inside gutter. Might digress a little. They use say person sweep inside gutter. You not punish the person and all of that. You go look and say a normal thing. Okay. But if you punish, they come. But if you punish, I want corner. Man, one corner.
Make me your corner. Then they cannot talk.
Yeah. So if you just look and say that person don't sweep the theater inside gutter, they say me the person go stay for jail for a period of time. Now the person go come back, go meet my brother, Kuna Alabi, see what I do that way the person do, no do am again, no. You don't understand? Or you see him. Don't be when you say yes, I don't do am. Deliver. You look and say, if I don't do am, they feel punish am. Why they not feel punish me?
All right, Ekadem, you listen to all our discussion. At least we don't discuss this matter plenty times. I don't with you for Abuja for almost a year. I know hear of one court killing for that place for a whole year. And that place, I'm not going to mention it, but when you enter, I guess on area one visit, you will see the names of some even court group. Welcome to Suzo place by Suzo group. Welcome to Suzo place by Suzo group. Yes, he did outside. I said. And even get some area when I even go for night, they hear all these our boys who they beat band, they do this, most of them. But yet, me they expect okay, the way this they see this kind of thing, let me say the presence of this kind of people is there. But there was no court killing in that when I did for Abuja for that 1 year when I still there. So I believe say there must be a solution. Academic.
No be say in my when you there Abuja, no be say no happen, no happen. Only say you not there the areas where they happen. These things not be only for those states. It dey for Port Harcourt, it dey for Lagos, it dey Calabar, it dey everywhere. Wetin Victor dey talk? Nothing say wetin Victor dey talk sense not dey o. Wetin we dey face for our country na shifting of responsibilities. Wetin our parents suppose do, una shift am, give street, make street do. Street now come train the children the way we dey see them now. When they arrest cultists during election time, which people they go bail the cultists? Show me your friends and I will tell you you are. Which people they go bail cultists? Which people the cultists they stand for their back as oga? When are they check all these things? Now they shift and go church, shift and go mosque, shift and go government. The people for government they're from areas where we did like this. Before, for you to join court, you must join university, must say university. Then later that's in primary school. Our parents, we will be parents, they see all these things. You know when your pikin don't they change. If you smoke, you can start to smoke, you go no. But you go keep quiet. You go change, you go change, you go change. You train, you can because you get 3 goats for house, you go buy lion, keep for house. You don't know say when the goat finish, the lion go chop your pikin. Now we did so. When this cultism starts, people say no, now fit. You go see the boys, they go wear beret. Fine boys on the street, envy them. Now the children don't grow. Children now they envy cultists because the cultists now they join politics. They stack, press them. Or God will go build them. This man will come a big man. For this man to feel connect to these boys, that means there's something around. Unless we cut this thing for the root, this thing continue to the recover.
I can
very soon.
See, we don't analyze this matter plenty. Will there ever be solution? The way Kilings they do for Edo, me I dey go Akwa Ibom well. I dey go Port Harcourt well. I dey go Lagos well. I say I don't deal with you for Abuja for 1 year. The way the thing they be for my state here, not be say it be for that side. So, what be some of the things where you feel say we feel put right for here? If you say that the overall solution for the state country, but what are some of the things we will do right there because the whole thing, it just our churches there everywhere now. So this thing be, but you know, make I give you one example. A graduate of let's say medicine, when they intelligent, it won't come begin to say okay, make it practice, they will poof up. Graduate of engineer or what they will kill him. Graduate of whatever, they will kill him. Children who say just they will kill him. Those kind of things. Father, this the way being now. A father of 3, they will kill him. They go leave the wife, he will leave the children, he leave the family. He don't go. All those kind of things. You see, at a point. We know say this in this society, but the way it just come be for our own state here, it come like say, now wetin we will begin to use pelebe eye till they look. So now the solution, now that area me I want make you pound the thing go, not just because we don't discuss the problem plenty.
No. Edo no be Lagos. That's what they talk for Edo that time. This part of Nigeria, they not believe in cultism. You understand? This part of Nigeria, they not believe in cultism as we for the South. You understand? For the South, if you not carry beret, you don't feel like you're not there among. But for the North, yeah, they're not carrying like that. Say that cultism, now you go take get political position. That cultism now go out like you. Now you no say you do their own here for the North. Here for Abuja now, if you tell police say na cultist won't come fight me, they go take the matter like say you be a kidnapper. You understand? And because the North, they're not to embrace cultism like the way we embrace them for South. South, now you go see different courts now. Even old mama them. They get the you go down. We come from Benue, we come from Calabar, we come from Benin, we come from Yoruba land, and then they come. So when they don't say the youths here for Abuja, the indigenes, they're not too like, and so they run out with sense to join hand with the indigenous to know say they not like that thing. You know that their blood originally say they be cultists. It's not they. I just for them to join. But for the South, most of the people there for South, from the elderly to the young, did this business. Now they talk say, now our responsibility as parents to fit talk our children out of this. We encourage them to the join. When your pikin grow, come see say, pikin grow, come say, papa, na member of one fraternity. The papa friends go to tell and say, this is your pikin, this is your pikin. It don't reach you, it don't reach you. Before you know, the pikin don't pass back, go join. Now parents now feel say, go feel help us tame this thing for the southern part of Nigeria.